Welcome to the Engadin Airport. With 5,600 feet above sea level, this is the highest airport in Europe. Mountains surround the airport and the Engadin Valley near St. Moritz. Flying is not an easy task here. For the Alpine Ski World Championships 2017, the Engadin Airport will introduce a GPS ILS approach. What does it mean for the pilots and what does it mean for the valley? And how does it work? We will look at that and therefore we go to fly. Flight level 140, 14,000 feet above the Alps near St. Moritz, near the Engadin. We are in a so-called holding where the airplanes wait until they can start the approach to Samedan. With me is Duri Jos, he's the chief pilot of Air Corvilla, one of the most experienced professional pilots of the area. Duri, when we will go now to the approach, what will happen during the approach?
So we are leaving the holding and then we are setting up for the GNSS approach into Samedan. We go to the final approach fix and from there we will have more or less a direct line into the valley to the runway.
What is special about this approach here in the mountains?
We are close to the mountains. We have a few issues with weather, turbulence, icing conditions, and we are not radar guided on the whole approach at the end, which means that one aircraft needs to be on ground till the next aircraft can start the approach again.
Up to now, Samedan can only be approached visually with no instrument guidance. What does change now with this instrument guidance? Can you land there now with bad weather, with snow?
We cannot land with all weather. We still need a visual part at the end and we need a certain visibility to perform the approach. The last part is visual. It's not like a standard ILS, which you can do a really bad weather landing.
So what will the advantages be for you as a pilot, for your guests and the people coming to Samedan?
Even if it is cloudy, we can approach into Samedan, which is not possible for the moment.
Is this approach comparable to an approach to a big airport in a big city?
Not really, because there's no radar guidance. That means we can have only one aircraft on the approach and then we have to wait until the aircraft is on ground to start the next approach.
If one airplane has to wait for the preceding to land in Samedan, what does this mean for the Engadin Airport? My question goes to Peter Christian Müller. He's member of the administrative board of the airport.
So the approach lasts about 10 to 15 minutes, depending which runway it will go to. That means that it's about 4 to 5 approaches per hour, the capacity.
Do we expect much more traffic in Samedan due to this new approach?
So we do not expect a big increase in numbers of flights. The airplanes will just come also with little less good conditions to Samedan than now, but the total number will not increase at all.
This GNSS approach will now temporarily be introduced for the Ski World Championships. Afterwards it will take another 2 years until it will be introduced on a normal basis. Wouldn't it be good for the airport to have it immediately?
Yeah, of course it would be nice to have it immediately. The temporary approach for the World Championship is a good tool to check all the procedures, all the systems, and we expect to have it permanently in about 2 years, so towards winter 18-19 to have it in use.
Well, we're already on the final approach to Samedan Airport. Thank you, Duri. You will be flying manually now. Thank you for your explanations and a nice flight.
Thank you, Chris.
Samedan 8 Bravo Foxtrot Victor Delta.
Bravo Foxtrot Victor Delta, Samedan, hello.
Internet inbound for landing runway 21.
Heute Bravo Foxtrot Victor Delta, wind calm, runway 21, land your description. Hotel Bravo Foxtrot Victor Delta, welcome to Samedan. Continue taxi to the ramp, look out for the marshaller. Have a nice day in the Engadin. Good night.